In the beginning, my name is Sydney. I was born into a family that believed in appearances more than truth. In our home, the rule was simple: protect the image no matter what. Even if it meant burying the truth alive. Even if it meant burying me alive. My sister Ava was always the golden child. She sparkled in their eyes, even when her light came from setting me on fire. She bullied me, mocked me, cornered me in silence. And the worst part, she made it look like love. That sweet, poisoned kind of cruelty that hides behind jokes and backhanded compliments. She'd smile while twisting the knife. And every time I tried to speak up, I was met with the same words. Don't be so dramatic, Sydney. She's just playing. You're too sensitive. She didn't mean it like that. Over time, I started to believe them. That maybe I was too much. Maybe I deserved it. Maybe love always hurt this way. I lived in that quiet corner of shame for years, shrinking smaller and smaller, until even I forgot how big my spirit used to be. Then came the call. Ava's liver was failing. Sudden. Serious. She needed a transplant. And I was the only viable match. The pressure came fast like a tidal wave. You have to do it. She's your sister. Be the bigger person. They made it sound like love. But it was just another form of control. A prettier cage. No one asked me about the pain I carried. No one cared about the nights I cried alone. Or the way Ava used to whisper lies about me to our parents until they believed her. All they saw was a match. A donor. A second chance for her, not for me. So I said no. And just like that, the illusion shattered. They didn't even pretend to love me anymore. I was called selfish. Cruel. Cold. You're letting your sister die. What kind of person says no to saving family? But they weren't grieving Ava's condition. They were grieving the control they lost over me. Then came the appointment. One I only went to because I still questioned myself. Still needed anyone to tell me I wasn't evil for choosing myself. The doctor sat across from me, calmly reading my file. Then he looked up. 6 words. Words that changed everything. So were you a child too? That's it. That was the moment. It hit like a lightning strike. He saw me, not as difficult, not as dramatic, as a child who had been hurt, a child who had survived, a child who deserved compassion. Those words opened a door I had kept locked for decades. And behind it, questions I'd been too afraid to ask. Why was I always treated like an outsider? Why was I held to standards Ava never had to meet? Why did my own mother seem distant? The answers came fast. A simple DNA test. A truth my family never meant for me to find. I wasn't Ava's sister. I wasn't anyone's sister. I wasn't even my father's daughter. I was the product of an affair, my mother's secret. A secret she carried with bitterness, projecting her shame onto me. That's why I was always too much. That's why I was always blamed. I was a reminder of what she did, and what she lost. Ava, she was her redemption. I was her regret. Everything made sense. The years of subtle rejection, the quiet resentment, the unspoken rules I was expected to obey. They never truly loved me. They tolerated me, managed me, used me, until they couldn't anymore. I cut ties. Cold, clean, quiet. No tearful goodbye. No final fight. Just a silence deeper than words. I blocked them all. Changed my number. Moved cities. Ava didn't get my liver. Another relative, after months of guilt-tripping and family theatrics, finally agreed. But it didn't go well. Complications. Setbacks. Last I heard. She was still struggling. Do I feel bad? No. I feel free. Because this isn't a story of vengeance in the way people expect. This is the kind of revenge that doesn't shout it, simply walks away. Healed. Whole, unapologetic. I started building a life that was truly mine. Therapy, peace, friendships that didn't come with conditions. For the first time, I found people who didn't need me to shrink to be loved. And now I tell my story. Not for pity, not even for closure, but for every woman who's been silenced. Every girl who's been blamed for her own abuse. Every person who was told that family means sacrifice. Even when that sacrifice is your soul. To you I say this. You are allowed to say no. You are allowed to choose yourself. You are allowed to walk away, even if the world calls you the villain. And if you ever doubt it, just remember. So were you a child too? Let that truth hold you like no one ever did. If this story made your heart ache, if it made you feel seen, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like this video. Your support lets me keep sharing the raw, the real, and the rarely spoken. And I know someone out there needs to hear this. Because the moral of the story, revenge doesn't always come with fire and fury. Sometimes, the greatest revenge is reclaiming your voice in a world that tried to silence you. Sometimes, the loudest scream is the silence of finally being free. Don't skip this moment. Let it echo. Let it heal. And then, let them wonder why you stopped answering their calls.